And he asked me to take a walk with him. He didn't say anything for the longest time. And then he turned to me and he said, Woodman, we need each other. Words and music. And he crossed his fingers, showing how they go together. Remember, words and music.
Well, here we are again. The Words and Music podcast.
That's right.
Words and Music with Red and Blue.
With Red and Blue.
That's right. We've changed the name officially.
You have.
I have. It is season 2, episode 8. And of course, I'm starting with a tickle in my throat and I'm about to have a coughing fit. So, pardon.
Smooth
okay.
move, Myrtle.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. All right, I'm fine. I'll just drink some water here. So, today is the continuation of our last podcast where we started our favorite artists from A to Z.
And she's got the pen and paper in hand, folks.
I do. We are peeking the heck out of this. So,
what is going on?
Turn down the microphones just a little bit. There we go. We're much better. All right. So we are to letter M. And I have to call you out real quickly because I know that you have spent the last week thinking about this.
You're so wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I wasn't thinking about anything.
Multiple times this week, you've been like, I know exactly what I'm going to do for M.
And you
I know
what
I'm going to do. And it's like, no, stop thinking about it.
And you know what?
What?
I forgot all of it.
Good. All right. So do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
You can go first. I went first on the first
You
half.
want me to go first? Okay. All right. M. I mean, there's a lot of M's. I have a lot of M's. But the first one that comes to mind, my chair is not properly positioned. The first one that comes to mind for me is going to be Miranda Lambert.
Of course.
I am obsessed with Miranda Lambert.
Yes, she is.
And in 2020, she put out a phenomenal album called Wild Card. And even you have found songs on Wild Card that you enjoy, which is unusual for you.
We just listened to one today.
Settling Down.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
That was a good song. I'll give credit where credit is due.
That's right. You will.
That's right.
Yep. But so Miranda Lambert is my first M.
Right on.
What else you got?
Midland.
Oh.
Midland.
Phenomenal band.
Oh my gosh.
Phenomenal band.
Bringing back the 90s nostalgia look.
Dude, they're all the way back in the 70s.
Well, okay,
guys.
the 70s look, but the 90s country, you know, for me. And
that great twangy country sound.
And they're just, they seem like they're a fun group of guys.
You like the kind of guys you want to hang out with and have a beer with.
Absolutely.
Most definitely.
Definitely.
Let's see, what else? M? Of course, we can't go without saying Michael Jackson.
Exactly.
An icon.
Yes.
The king of pop.
And then there was one another one I thought of was Marvin Gaye.
Ooh, good one.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could have gone from, I'm on one end to the next. So.
I was also thinking about, and I did, you caught me, I was thinking about the M earlier today while I was taking my shower. You know who I thought of? Matisyahu.
Matisyahu. Yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one.
Something different.
Came up. You heard him, didn't you?
No, I didn't even hear him. But every time we listen to any kind of island music in the house, I always think of, there was this video that I saw. This guy, I think he was down in the Caribbean somewhere, or maybe it was out in Hawaii.
It was in Hawaii.
Guys singing in a corner of a little deli.
Yep.
And Matisyahu comes walking in. He's like in an oversized T-shirt and some scraggly shorts, and the kid didn't realize the guy was standing right there. Starts singing his song, and of course,
and then Matisyahu starts singing along with him.
It's a great video.
But the fact of the matter is Matisyahu had a haircut.
Yeah,
he didn't have the dreads while he was there.
Right,
so the guy didn't recognize him. He was in town for a show.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, "Hey, I know this guy. Do you want to go to the show?"
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh man, I'd love to. I just can't get tickets." He goes, "I'll make sure you get it," and you kind of thing. And then all of a sudden, it comes out.
I love stories like that.
This is me. I'm him.
I'm him.
You're singing my song, dude.
Yeah.
So,
what an amazing moment that had to have been for.
Oh, you're just in a little coffee shop, sandwich shop, getting whatever, and then all of a sudden, you know, someone's singing your song, and it's like
that's got to be a great feeling for both of them.
Oh, absolutely.
You know. All right, N.
Go ahead. You first.
Oh man. N. Oh my gosh. See, this is why it's hard. Do you have one?
I do.
Okay, you go first. Let me give me a chance to, because I really honestly am drawing a blank on N.
No Doubt.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean,
I loved No Doubt back in the
No
days.
Doubt. The you know, the beginning, No Doubt. Yeah, they were the ska punk. I mean, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go I'm going to throw you a little bit of a curveball. I'm going to say Natalie Hemby, who you probably don't know by name, but she is 1/4 of the Highwomen, and she's an amazing songwriter.
Okay.
And she's incredible. I think I want to make sure I'm saying the right name.
And she's picking up her phone.
I am. I'm going to Google this real quick because I think that I am talking about the right girl. And I want to make sure because I don't want to screw that up. Yes. American songwriter. I believe. Yeah, she's written songs for Leanne Womack, Eli Young Band, Toby Keith, Miranda Lambert, Sonny Sweeney, Little Big Town. The list goes on and on and on. And yes, she is the Natalie from the Highwomen. And she's written some incredible songs. The top 10 songs by Natalie Hemby will blow your mind. We're talking about 5 #1 singles under her belt. And they are a Good Thing from Keith Urban.
I mean, that's impressive in
Pink
itself.
Sunglasses from Miranda Lambert, which is one of Emily's favorites, my daughter's favorite. So she's written songs for Maren Morris. All right. Well, anyway, that's my N.
Right on.
All right. We're up to O.
You know, I had another N too. That I
Give
almost
me another
wanted.
N. Go ahead.
Neil McCoy.
Interesting. Okay. What about Neil Diamond?
I mean,
Sweet Caroline.
Ba, ba, ba. Every Boston's fan's dream song.
I love it. Okay, so that's our N's. How about O? Who do you got for O?
Oh, you want me to go?
Oh, sure. You want me to go?
I don't care.
I'll go. Otis Redding.
Ooh.
Sitting on the dock of the bay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think of Top Gun when I hear that.
Oh, yeah. Me too. Definitely. Otis Redding.
This shouldn't blow your mind. This shouldn't be. But I'm going to go with Outkast.
I mean, I loved Outkast. Love me some Andre 3000.
Yes.
What was the other guy's name?
Big Boy.
Big Boy. Yeah. Andre 3000. And the Outkast album that must have come out in, I guess, 98, 99, whatever. I don't know what album that was, but the one with Hey Ya.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day.
That was like their third album.
Right. That was the one I was obsessed with.
I'm talking like original first come out, Atlians.
Sure.
Like,
okay. Not even sure I know what any of that is.
Oh.
Outkast.
Yeah, that's the dirty right there.
The dirty.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, other O's. What else you got?
Other O's. Oasis.
Okay. Favorite band, Oasis? I wasn't really a big,
I'm not going to say it's my favorite band, but
Okay.
it's an O that comes to mind.
Just an O that comes to mind. All right,
Yeah.
we got to refocus here. This is supposed to be the first band that you love and why. Or the first artist you can think of that you love and why.
Well, I've
I
already
just
said,
want to throw out a bunch of random names just because they.
I mean, I've already said,
Okay.
but it's the first artist that comes to mind. I mean, when you think about it, it's
you're
hard to say the first artist that you know, whatever letter, and then what you love. That's. I mean,
We're not just trying to name bands. We got to talk about why we love these bands or these artists. All right, we're up to P. What do you got? My P is easy.
Go ahead.
Prince.
Oh, well, of course.
I mean, growing up where I grew up in the heart of St. Paul, Minneapolis, you couldn't go anywhere without hearing or seeing something Prince related.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Everybody, I mean, I remember, I can still picture this kid. His name was Michael Parker. I went to school with him, 4th grade, him wearing a bandana over one eye, a purple paisley bandana over one eye because he was a Prince fan. I grew up with another guy, Ron, who was obsessed with Prince, remains Prince's biggest fan by far. He knows everything there is to know about Prince and all of his music. There's nothing you couldn't stump him on Prince trivia if you tried. So for me, Prince, and I saw him at the mall one time when I was 14 years old.
You know, I forgot one for O.
What'd you forget for O?
I just thought of this.
Okay. What?
Old Dominion.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
If we're talking about, you know, first thing that comes to my mind and
bands you really love. Yeah.
Old Dominion.
Old Dominion.
I mean, they're hometown boys.
Yeah.
They're local, you know, especially to me, they're 757. So it's one of those things where, and then they've got songs that are, I mean, one-man band.
That's kind of our jam.
I mean, that is kind of our jam, isn't it?
It's kind of our jam. Yeah, I remember when One Man Band came out and you were upset because we had just gotten married.
That could have been our wedding song.
And we didn't really have like a song per se.
Right.
So of course, when we had our wedding and our friend Scott McMillan came and sang Drake White's "Making Me Look Good Again,"
Right.
which is a phenomenal song.
Oh, absolutely.
Love the song,
Hands down, phenomenal.
And he picked that for us,
Sure.
and it definitely fit.
It did fit, but the fact that we didn't pick it,
Right. So
you
then
know, so
a few months later, Old Dominion comes out with One Man Band, and Randy's like, "Damn it,
that could have been our song.
that could have been our song."
All right, so we're still on.
You're up to P.
We're up to P.
I said Prince.
You did say Prince.
I did. So what do you got?
I got two that are coming to mind, but I'm gonna go with one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Phil Collins.
You like that Phil Collins stuff, huh?
I mean, I think of Miami Vice when I think of Phil Collins. I'm sorry.
Of course you do.
Yes. I grew up watching Tubbs and Crockett. Okay,
Yeah. Oh my
so
God. Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things. It's
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Sorry, it's gonna be a whole podcast of bad singing.
right. They're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm never tuning in again.
Oh my God, we are up to Q. There's no freaking way I'm gonna come up with a Q.
I've already got one.
You do?
I do.
Give me it.
It should have popped up in your mind too.
I got nothing.
Queen.
Oh shit, you're right. Why didn't that pop up?
Are
in my
you
head?
kidding me?
I'm ashamed. I am ashamed
You should be. You should be.
because I am a huge fan of Queen.
I know you are.
Massive Queen.
We went
fan.
and seen the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Favorite Queen song?
You know what? I don't know the name of it, but it was in a movie.
In a movie?
It was in a movie.
Okay.
It was in a movie that a lot of people will be like, really?
Okay. Well,
Iron Eagle.
I loved that movie, by the way. And it wasn't just because the guy was really, really cute. It might have been because that guy was really, really cute. I don't even know who he was, but I loved Iron Eagle. I watched that multiple times. So what Queen song was in Iron Eagle, though? While you're looking that up, because
One Vision.
One Vision. Okay, so that's your favorite Queen song.
I would say that is my favorite.
I bet you can guess my favorite Queen song. Just knowing what I've done for a living for the last 20 years.
It's
Radio Gaga.
Radio Gaga.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Such a great song. And it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside
Oh, yeah.
because it's a song about how much radio is important, or, you know, how important it is in your life and how it's always there for you, even
Right.
when no one else is. You get your radio and it's, yeah. I love me some Radio Gaga. I can't think of another one besides Queen, honestly. That would be a Q. No clue. So I'm gonna go with Queen. I'm stealing yours. I'm just gonna.
So I'm one up on you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm trying. I'm just gonna Google real quick. Are bands that start with Q?
Why don't you go to your iTunes and see what's in your queue under artists?
Because the only thing that's gonna be in there is Queen.
Are you sure?
I'm almost positive. All right, I'll look. Okay, I'll look at my album.
That's the
my
only thing in
artists.
mine.
Let's see. Q. Let's start with the letter Q. Queen. That's it. Prince and the Revolution. Prince. Here's how it goes. I forgot a good P. Pink. I love Pink. Seriously, she's incredible.
She's wild.
Okay, so Pink. These are my P's. Pink, Pistol Annie's Prince, Prince and the Revolution, Queen, and then we're on to R. And that's it. So let's move on. What's your R?
What's my R?
Yep.
I got to give a shout out to our boys.
Are you serious? You're about to steal mine? Damn it. Go ahead.
See, that's why you should have went first.
I guess I should
You
have
go
went
ahead.
first.
I'll give it to you.
No, you go ahead. I'm just going to read their names off my wall in the studio. Sam, Josh, Moy, and Adam.
Of Radio Romance.
My boys.
Right?
Love those guys.
They're awesome.
And they're phenomenal songwriters.
They're just phenomenal dudes.
They are phenomenal dudes.
Like they're great to hang out with.
They're great to hang out with, and they put out some killer music.
Yeah.
Favorite Radio Romance song?
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Are you shitting me right now? I don't know. I can't.
I have a lot. I have two favorites that are right up there at the top, and one is All You Need to Be. That's my jam. But I am also, every time I hear it, every time it comes up in my shuffle or on any streaming service that I have it on, Like the Moon, I have to crank it up.
Oh yeah, Like the Moon is.
It's a great song, man.
You know, I'll say Cheap Beer Years.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great song.
I mean, just knowing that,
Yeah.
you know, you were living your cheap beer years.
Absolutely.
You know, at a certain, everybody at a certain
45
point,
years old, I'm still buying cheap beer, folks.
any given point in time in your life, you are living your cheap beer years.
Yeah.
Hands down. So I think I'll go with that one.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
I love it. Love me some Radio Romance. Go buy their music.
Yeah, absolutely.
Support the boys. All right. So other R's. What about REM? REO Speedwagon. I always liked REO Speedwagon. I did.
I know you do. Every time it comes on. I could say REM for sure.
Lose of My Religion is a great song.
There's another band that I turned you on to, Revolution.
Revolution. Yes, not Revolution, but
No,
Revolution.
Revolution.
It's
Cali reggae. So
phenomenal.
yeah, it's great.
Who else is an R?
Oh, let's see. Who else do I?
I mean, when you talk about artists and stuff, you could go with, I love Reba. Love me some Reba. I love all things Reba.
Reba.
She can't do any wrong in my eyes.
Reba.
Reba.
I mean,
Right?
we can go Robert Palmer.
Randy Travis. Right?
Right. And we can go to a different spectrum. Rob Zombie.
Okay.
I used his music for working out.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that
absolutely.
I understand. That's about the one. Everybody's always like, what kind of music do you like when you're not at work? What kind of music do you like? I like everything, just about everything. The one thing I can never get into, never really was a big grunge fan, although I do like certain songs.
Sure.
Never really was like into the grunge movement. But the other one is I never really got into heavy metal, like death metal,
No.
any of that, like Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie.
So with those two that you
Korn,
just said,
none of that stuff.
Korn I liked.
Did you?
I liked Korn. Working out music.
Sure.
For me, that was in a workout file.
That's your thing. That's your
You know,
jam.
that was, yes. You need that hard hitting stuff, that angry stuff to pound through.
Do you?
Yes, you do.
I don't know. I've never really been
Yes,
like a
you
go to
do.
the gym type, so I really don't know.
That's me. Fine. You know what else? I can say Rihanna.
Rihanna, yeah, Riri, she did some good stuff.
I mean,
that's fun music to listen to.
yes, yes, it
Definitely
is.
fun music to listen to.
The Roots.
Yeah.
The
Absolutely.
Roots are awesome.
So we started out this conversation last week, and we got through M. So the Roots, you bring up the Roots, Questlove,
Yes.
the drummer, the leader of the band.
Sure.
I interviewed him, 15 years ago. It was back in Grand Forks. And I have a fun story about Questlove and the Roots, as a matter of fact. They will go down in history as the first band ever to tweet from inside an ambulance. It's this great story that he was telling us that they were on their way to a show and they got into an accident. Their vehicle got into an accident. So the guys Questlove himself was in the back of an ambulance, and he put out a tweet basically saying, "We're going to be late, folks, but we'll be there." Tweeted from the back of an ambulance. And this was, of course, when Twitter was first a thing.
Right.
It was nothing like it is now. So I don't even know if he still tweets. Probably not as much as he used to.
Probably not, but who knows?
But
I don't follow him, so maybe I should.
He's a highly entertaining
Even,
individual. And just phenomenal band. Phenomenal band. Good one.
Thanks.
Roots. Good one. All right. We're at S.
I'll let you go first on S.
You want me to go
I'll
first?
let you go first.
I mean, okay, so this could either be a T or an S. I'm going with Taylor Swift.
You should have saved that for T.
Do you think I should have saved that for T?
But it's okay.
I don't know. You got a lot of T bands. I knew we were going to have a problem when we got to S because there are just so many.
I know. I've got two that I could go with.
Okay, well, I am a Swiftie.
Two just popped up into my head.
Hardcore Swiftie. Taylor Swift can do no wrong in my eyes.
So
Taylor Swift.
One spectrum
Swift.
for me.
I might say her for T also because she's that important to
That's
me.
fine. You can do that. I'll give that to you. On one side, Sam Grow.
Love me some Sam Grow. We already talked about him and G though.
Did we?
We did. I did.
But so S,
But S, absolutely. Sam.
Or I could go with Sade.
You talking about Sade from
Sade.
back in the day?
Sade, yeah. Is that how you Sade?
I always say Sade. I think I'm pretty sure it's Sade. But
Maybe.
I know who you're talking about.
Smooth Operator.
Smooth Operator.
Oh, yeah.
Great song. She's putting out new music.
Great voice.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Beautiful girl.
smooth.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I used to listen to her going to bed. I'd turn on her album when I was in Hawaii, and I'd go to sleep to it.
Yeah. She sing you right to sleep.
She would.
She sing you right to sleep. There's a lot of S's though. If you really, really, really think about it.
Oh.
If you want to go like, what?
Just popped in my head.
What?
Slightly Stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I took you to your first Slightly
did.
Stupid concert.
Yeah. Slightly Stupid is up there when it comes to reggae bands. We had so
Yes.
much fun. We had so much fun watching Slightly Stupid. They
Again, they're
put on an
another
amazing
California reggae, not Hawaii reggae.
show.
So
What about like Shenandoah? Church on Cumberland Road.
oh yeah. I mean,
Good old country bands
I
from
guess
the
you could say I grew up
90s.
on Shenandoah.
Yeah.
Hell, if you want to say that, Sawyer Brown,
Sawyer Brown. Oh my God, amazing.
Santana.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of them I'm naming right now is ones that I would say, yeah, I love a song
Yeah,
of theirs. So
absolutely.
it's not just naming names. So
You didn't even let me talk about Taylor Swift.
talk about her. Speak about. I figured you were going to talk about her in T too.
I
So
am.
what difference?
So let's just move on to T. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is, she's incredible and she's been incredible since the second she stepped on the scene. And that girl has been hated on, I think, more than anybody ever thought she would be. She's just this sweet young girl with cute little songs when she first started out. And people just, for whatever reason, laid into her. And I don't know why. I don't think she ever deserved it.
no.
She became a target. She became an easy target for people who, and then she blew up. And I think there was a lot of hate, a lot of jealousy towards her. And now she's probably the most influential artist that we have at this moment. You know what I mean? Like her fan base is massive. And the cool thing about Taylor Swift is that she pays attention to them.
Yes.
She knows her audience.
Oh yeah.
Like there's no denying that girl is in tune with the people who listen to her.
Absolutely.
And she gives them what they want.
Yeah. Like we're
And-
talking either from Venmo to shopping sprees
Oh, she's
or
paid off. She's paid off college debt. She's paid
Yeah.
off rent. She's done all kinds of great things for her audience.
she just watches people's Twitters or Instagrams and stuff.
Yeah, but she gives them what they want musically.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And her music is a constant evolution. And the industry screwed her hardcore. Screwed her no lube. Like legit screwed her no lube. Like fucking Scott Borchetta
Oh yeah.
and his boy Scooter and all those idiots. And they took advantage of her. And I think a lot of it had to do with the female factor, and a lot of it had to do with the young factor. She was very, very, very,
Very
much
young.
taken advantage of.
Yeah.
In her early days in the music industry. And that girl, she's got a song on her new album, Evermore. And there's a line that says, I come back harder or stronger than a 90s trend, which I'm like, yeah, she does. Like every single time they beat her down, every single time they try to go after her, try to take her for whatever that they can get from her, she comes back and she's like, you know what? Screw you. I'm going to sell 1 billion records.
Can I be honest about her new album?
What?
It puts me to sleep.
That's okay. That's okay. You know, that's,
And the only reason why I'm saying it is it's the type of tone.
right. Well, and
that her
both of
songs
these
are.
albums that she put out in 2020, Folklore and Evermore, they have a very different vibe.
Very.
And they actually came out under the alternative
Right.
genre. But then she started releasing songs to country and songs to pop radio off of these albums. And Taylor is she's one of those artists that transcends genre.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Country
Sure.
stations will still play, country stations will still play stuff that pop stations are playing. I mean, she's a crossover artist in every sense of the word.
And nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that
And
at
I'm
all.
not saying anything bad about Taylor.
I know you're not a huge Taylor fan. I know you're not, but I know
I'm
you
not-
can respect the fact
I'm
that
not
she's incredibly
I'm not
talented.
going to say I'm am or I'm not.
You're not. It's okay to say you're not.
It's okay. There are a few songs of Tay Tay that I do like.
Mm-hmm.
I like the upbeat
Right.
Taylor.
You like dubstep Taylor. Don't act like you don't, because you liked
I
the
almost said
album Reputation.
No, I did, and I almost said something from a Deadpool movie.
What?
Dubsteps for pussies.
But you like
This
dubstep
podcast,
Taylor.
so I could say that.
You can say that. You like dubstep Taylor. You're not crazy about Folklore Taylor, which I understand because it is a very different Taylor.
Yes, that's fine. That's fine.
100%.
So I mean,
I will still crank up Endgame and sing it at the top of my friggin' lungs, and I love it when the bass drops and it blows out my speakers. But I love this new stuff. I think it's brilliant.
I mean, hey, rock on.
Yeah. All right, I'm done. I'm done fangirling because I love me some Taylor Swift. Like I said, from the beginning, I have loved Taylor Swift. I
Yes, you
used to
have.
have a co-host who would not say her name on the radio. Just called her the Golden Girl. Thought she was overexposed and he would not give her any attention.
She's worked for that.
Exactly.
She's
I'm
worked for it.
That girl has earned every bit of that
Sure.
exposure, and she has busted her ass. And then I watched the documentary and I cried through the whole thing because I felt so bad for her. Like, she has had an isolated existence because of that exposure.
Right.
And it's something she asked for, but it is definitely something she's learned to deal with
Sure.
and has come out on top every single time. Anybody tries to take Taylor down, it's not going to happen.
Absolutely.
So, all right, moving on. We are, let's say we are you.
No, I didn't even do a T.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I let
I'm
you
sorry.
talk this whole
I'm
time.
so sorry. Do a T. What you got, T?
Tony Braxton.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Unbreak My Heart.
Yes.
Favorite Tony Braxton song.
I would say that's up there.
She's incredible.
I mean, I can't name one song that, I wouldn't say I would turn off.
Oh, no.
I mean, Tony is just,
Tony,
her
you could
voice
listen to a
is
whole album.
so unique.
Yes.
I mean, it is just, I
Mhm.
could say, hands down,
Mm-hmm.
Tony Braxton.
TLC.
And I'm surprised, and this is why I'm surprised you didn't
say it earlier?
say it.
Because I was obsessing over Taylor.
Right. But you love you some TLC.
I do love me some TLC. I think TLC, and it's one of those another group of females that do not now get the recognition that they deserve, because they were huge.
Mm-hmm.
They broke records. They broke Supreme's records. They broke all kinds of records back in the 90s when they came out. And nowadays you look back and you're like, oh yeah, TLC, they were pretty good. They were on fire.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were phenomenal. They were selling millions and millions and millions of records, and got to see them, well, 2/3 of them anyway, at the mixtape tour. Was it last year or 2 years ago that we did that? Was it last summer of 2019? The New Kids on the Block. You got me tickets,
Mm-hmm.
and my girlfriend and my daughter and I went to see them, and they still put on a killer show.
Oh, absolutely.
There's nothing they can't do.
No.
Nothing they can't do. What else we got for tea?
Twisted Sister.
Seriously. Okay.
Yes, I
Okay.
went there.
Come on, Feel the Noise.
I went,
That's legit the only Twisted Sister song I could think of.
Come On, Feel the Noise. We're not going to take it.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to take it. No, Come On, Feel the Noise was Quiet Riot. I blew
Oh,
that.
yeah, you did.
There, it's there. Look, a Q band.
Yeah, you're right.
Quiet
You're right.
Riot. We forgot all about them.
Wow.
Twisted Sister.
I mean, come on. Dee Snyder.
Okay.
Right there.
Nut job.
Nut job, but a very smart man.
Sure.
So, I mean, heck, what he went through as they were coming up with their music,
Mm.
their genre of music, sitting down in front of people and saying, that's not what we're like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here's exactly what we're like.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that took guts and balls to do that. So, I mean, that's, I mean, again, that's another one where I'll have them on the motorcycle playlist or the workout playlist.
Mm-hmm.
And you put on some Twisted Sister, some Quiet Riot, and all that on the motorcycle.
Hair bands, you could pretty much do.
Hair bands, we're golden. We'll put that on the
Absolutely.
motorcycle ride, and we can go for 2 hours.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
absolutely.
Twisted Sister.
Yep.
All right. Are we ready to move on to you?
Let's do it.
All right, go.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
UB40.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Hands
yeah.
down.
Absolutely.
Hands down. I had every album
You did?
on CD.
I didn't know there were multiples. Like, how many UB40 albums have there been?
Quite a few. I don't know exactly how many, but I know when my old CD book, I had 4 or 5, 6. I don't know exactly.
I just don't get happy when they come on the radio.
I say every album, but
Yeah.
every album I knew.
Whatever
of.
they had.
Yeah.
Keith Urban. That's my you.
Keith Urban.
Keith Urban, one of the most phenomenal guitar players in music.
Yep.
Not just country music, but just in music.
Mhm.
I love me some Keith Urban. I love the older Keith Urban a little bit more than I love the new Keith Urban, because he's definitely gone down a pop road lately.
Sure he has.
But older
He's trying
Keith
to stay
Urban,
relevant.
Sure, and I understand that.
Yep.
I get it. You have to evolve and keep your songs on the radio, whatever, no matter what. But Keith Urban, Golden Road was such a great album. And that's the one I could listen to over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great album.
Kingston Town. I mean, red wine.
Oh, you're still back on UB40.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine. What about Usher?
Usher, baby.
I remember when he first came on the scene. He was just a kid,
Yeah, it was.
essentially. I mean, he was very young, and he actually hooked up with Chili
Chili.
from TLC.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was a lot of songs written about their breakup because it was rough
Yeah.
for both of them, I think. But when it comes to R&B, when it comes to good R&B, old Usher
Oh, yeah.
is right up there for me.
Old Usher's better than new Usher.
Agreed. Yeah.
I got one for you.
Okay.
It may not be popular, but Uncle Cracker.
I love me some Uncle Cracker.
Yeah.
And I think I guess that most of my Uncle Cracker experience is duets.
Yeah. Oh,
Different
for sure.
duets that he's done, like
Yep.
with Kenny Chesney.
Oh, yeah.
Some great duets.
Yeah. That's why I could say that guy right there.
Uncle
Just-
Cracker.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready for the next letter?
Sure.
It's going to be hard. What's V? What do you
I
for
got one
V?
on the top of my head already.
Who?
Van Halen.
Oh, good one. Duh.
I mean,
Van Halen.
Van Halen.
Doesn't get better.
I don't
When
think
it comes to rock and roll, it doesn't get better. Now, are you David Lee Roth Van Halen or are you Sammy Hagar Van Halen?
I'm more of, I think I'm a David Lee Roth Van Halen.
Same. I love Sammy Hagar Van Halen. However, I feel like it's a little softer. It's a little bit, it was a lot of love songs.
Yeah.
And
I think David Lee Roth was a more party.
rockin' party,
Yes.
in your face, rock and roll,
Yes.
party all night, sex, drugs, and rock and roll Van Halen.
Well, isn't that what it was about that time
I
of year?
mean, yeah.
I mean,
And spandex. Lots of spandex.
oh, God.
Do you remember Dave TV on, what was it, VH1 or
Yes.
MTV? One of the
Yes, I
music
do.
channels had Dave TV
yes.
on when he went solo. The David Lee Roth era was a good, fun era to grow up in.
The workout spandex.
Oh, my God. The neon, the day glow colors.
With the crimped hair, the headbands,
Yes.
the wristbands, the ankle bands,
Oh, yeah.
the puffy socks.
All of that.
Yes.
All of that. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes.
Van Halen. Let's see. Do I have another V? V's kind of hard.
It is.
You know, I mean, I could stick with the one that just popped in my head is going to be another hair band, and it's going to be Vixen.
I mean,
Girl hair band.
Girl
for
hair band.
the win. There was not a lot of them, but Vixen was definitely up there.
it was up there. I
V.
don't have anybody else V in my.
A V. Oh my goodness.
So
Let's see. V. Let's just go ahead and Google artists V. V, huh? I don't know.
oh, I got one.
What? Who?
Holy cow.
Who'd we miss?
Vince Gill.
Yeah. Love me some Vince Gill. Remember when we went to when we were at Country Radio Seminar? It was not last year, but the year before.
Yes.
And it was Vince Gill playing at the Ryman.
Yes.
And he came out and he sang that song to his mom, and I bawled the
You
entire
bawled like
time.
Baby.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. I
That-
don't think there was a dry eye in the Ryman. His smooth voice and guitar playing ability.
And there's something about the emotion, just the raw emotion that he puts into every song.
I wonder if Amy Grant gets a song sung to her every night before
Can you
bed.
imagine? Go rest high on that mountain. I mean, any song from Vince Gill is probably going to make me cry.
I mean, I can just see Amy going, "Honey, will you play me a song for bed?" He just whips out his guitar with his soft, mellow tone
Yep.
voice.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
All right. W.
You go ahead.
Really? You want
Yeah.
me to go?
I've got two already in my brain, and I don't know which one to do. So I want you to go.
Shit. W. You know what came to mind first? It was Whitesnake. Because now I'm on this like hairband kick, and I'm thinking
Yep.
Whitesnake, Winger. I loved me some Winger. Kip Winger was so cute. He's still good looking, but the frosted blonde hair. Yeah, Whitesnake. I know there's
mean,
more. I know I have more.
I'm sure you do.
I mean, there's Whitney Houston, for crying out loud. Whitney, the queen of all things. Whitney.
the hands down best performance ever of the national anthem.
Yeah, agreed.
No one will ever
Did
be
you ever
able
get
to
to
top.
see her live?
No.
I got to see her live one time.
Did
It was
you?
at Riverfest in Minnesota. It was pouring rain, and she was very, very late. And we were young. It was me and my best friend Angie at the time. We were like junior high school. And I know her mom was waiting at the gate for us to leave, and we would not leave because Whitney had not come out on stage yet. We were waiting for Whitney. And she finally came out, and we were very far back. We were way, and it was an outdoor concert venue.
Mm-hmm.
We were way in the back, so we could barely see her, but we could hear her, and we could hear her. And as soon as she started singing, we started walking towards the gate because we knew we were in trouble because Mom was waiting. And this was before cell phones. We couldn't tell her we were late and why. We just knew Mom was waiting, and she was going to be pissed. And we heard Whitney sing, and we could hear her singing all the way to the gate because that's how powerful her voice was live.
Huge vocals.
Incredible. Nobody like her. Nobody's ever going to be Whitney.
No.
Again. There will never be another Whitney.
Never.
Mm-mm. So who's your W?
I got two.
Okay.
They both popped in my head at the same time. They're both on the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Oh, I like it.
Waylon Jennings,
Love me some Waylon Jennings.
Wu-Tang Clan.
And Wu-Tang.
See what I mean?
I love it. This is what I love about this man, folks. This is what I love about him. He's just like me. When it comes to music, anything goes. From Wu-Tang to Waylon.
Listen.
Talk to me about that.
I mean,
because honestly,
I grew up on the East Coast.
Right. And I was not as exposed to Wu-Tang Clan as you were.
You were not.
Talk to
So,
me about Wu-Tang Clan.
I mean,
Because it's huge out here.
it is huge out here. I mean, Wu-Tang, New York, huge following.
Yeah.
Method Man, Raekwon, Inspector Deck, they all have a key role part. Shaolin, it's just a lifestyle. They had their own woo wear.
Woo
I mean, woo wear.
I know that I see it all the time. I see things like, friends come and go, but Wu-Tang is forever.
and I almost got the president sign this year, but I was a little too late. Presidents come and go, but Wu-Tang is here.
Forever.
Wu-Tang is forever.
That's
so
it.
I had a buddy of mine get that. I was like, damn you.
I love that.
It was awesome.
That's great.
I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to put in the words of what it is. I mean, it's okay. It's your 90s. Your 80s, 90s rap, if you will.
It was definitely East Coast rap.
It was East Coast rap. I mean, that was the time when you had East Coast versus West Coast.
Oh, I remember all of that.
It's one of those things, and they are very much New York. I mean,
Yeah.
huge. I was a huge Method Man fan.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's one of those things where
Yeah. You got very into rap in high school.
I
Right?
did.
You were very into rap because I think it was you were going through a rebellious phase.
you could say that.
Because your family, the only thing allowed in the house was country music.
Yes.
So when you were out of the house, it was anything but.
Well, you know what? It may have not been just country music. Not predominantly. It was. We had 97.3 The Eagle.
Oh yeah.
Eagle 97.
Yeah.
On the radio.
Yeah.
And there was a couple stations that were allowed. That I remember.
Would your parents have been pissed at you for cranking Wu-Tang though?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Some of the subject matter was not exactly appropriate.
Dad's not a fan.
Yeah.
Dad's not a fan of rap.
Yeah.
At all, hands down.
Sure.
So and I can respect that. It is what it is.
Right. Our parents never liked the same music we do.
They never do.
Although my mother was very cool. My mother brought home Poison. Poison. That was another P that we forgot. My mother brought home Poison, Open Up and Say Ah. And I remember dancing to it in the kitchen with my mother.
Nice.
So my mom was very cool. Okay, moving on. What about Waylon? Talk to me about Waylon.
I mean, Waylon's old school. I mean,
Waylon
I think
brings
of,
up another W though.
I think of the Highwaymen.
Sure.
You know,
Waylon and Willie.
Waylon and Willie, Poncho and Lefty.
Poncho and
I
Lefty.
think of that's what I think of. And I would
Yeah.
say that's my favorite song between those two.
Poncho and Lefty.
Poncho and Lefty.
Yeah.
Love that song. But the Highwaymen, that's a great song for me.
What was it? 7 Southern Angels. What's the song? What am I thinking of? 7 Spanish Angels.
7 Spanish Angels.
Oh my God.
yeah. Yeah.
Literally every hair on my arm just stood up.
Right.
Just thinking about 7 Spanish Angels and Willie Nelson singing it. And Willie is a national treasure.
Oh yeah.
A national treasure.
Absolutely.
He's like, I think I saw somebody tweeting this week about how country music, our king is Willie Nelson, our queen is Dolly Parton. The king and queen of country music. Those are who we must protect at all costs.
I mean, because
Yeah.
they're sticking around.
They are sticking around and they're legendary. And I remember hearing, where did we see an interview with Willie Nelson? Do you remember? Was it a documentary or something that we watched where we're talking about Willie Nelson being 15 years old and actually booking
It was the
like
that
Elvis
PBS.
and those guys? Was it the Ken Burns
It
documentary?
was the Ken Burns documentary.
The country music documentary with Ken Burns. And Willie Nelson has an amazing story. And the amount of music that he has influenced over the course of just being on this planet, nobody will ever surpass that. Because Willie is literally in every genre.
Oh yeah.
He's in everybody. Everybody who's ever picked up a guitar, everybody who's ever picked up a joint has, there's a Willie Nelson reference along the way somewhere.
He smoked with the best of them.
He's outsmoked Snoop Dogg.
I know he has.
Snoop Dogg was like, I bow down to Willie Nelson. So, he's an icon.
Oh yeah.
An icon. Yeah, Willie. We got off the subject about Waylon. But you know who
Well,
else?
you could also say Waylon and Willie.
Waylon and Willie, yeah, they kind of went hand in hand
Yeah.
back in the day. And Waylon was good friends with Johnny Cash.
I think they both just complimented each other.
Agreed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just their voices.
Yeah, it's just he's phenomenal,
Oh yeah. Waylon's voice was just
amazing.
it was deep and it was just so smooth.
And Waylon could go from really angry outlaw to sweet, sensitive Southern gentleman
I mean,
in a song.
he was outlaw country.
What? Right? He
I
was
mean,
the birth of outlaw.
He was.
Mhm.
And that's I think we need more Waylons.
Agreed. Bring them back. Bring them back. All right. So we're at Y. Wait. TUVWX. We're at X. Who's X?
So I have one X.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know if I
listened
have
to
an
him. I met him. I watched a TV show with him.
Okay.
Exhibit.
Okay.
It's a rapper.
Okay,
And he
yeah,
also
yeah,
he was the host of Pimp My Ride, which was a
right.
the
I
fake
remember
show.
that show. Mm-hmm.
I was in Hawaii,
Yeah.
first duty station.
Uh-huh.
I'm walking the streets of Waikiki, and all of a sudden I see this drop top Bentley
Ooh.
sitting outside
Mhm.
where we're walking through. And all of a sudden, this gentleman gets in, cornrows. And I'm like, that guy looks familiar.
But you
And I
can't
was
place
like,
him.
holy shit, that's
Exhibit.
Exhibit. I was like, X, what's up, man? He goes, what's up, my brother? And I'm like, he's like, gotta roll. And I'm like,
That's awesome.
so, I mean,
So you actually had a brush with Exhibit.
I had a brush with him, yeah.
That's kinda cool.
He was a cool dude. I mean, it was one of those things where he didn't just push you off.
Right.
He was smiling. He was jovial. He was,
Yeah.
and then as he drove by, he honked and threw up the peace sign and was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, man, later."
That's cool though.
So I mean, it was one of those. He didn't blow.
he wasn't a dick.
No, he wasn't a
Yeah,
dick.
that's cool.
So
That's cool. They always say never meet your heroes or never meet your idols, right? Because
Right.
they're never going to live up to your expectations. But sometimes they surprise you. And
I know
love that.
I knew of him. I knew his music,
Right.
kind of thing. So I knew who he was, and obviously the TV show.
Yeah.
So
I have no idea. I have no exes.
there's not a lot of X's.
I can't think of a single one. So let's move on to Y.
Okay,
What do you got?
I've got a bit of an oddball
Okay.
from Alabama.
They're from Alabama? Or
Yep.
he's from Alabama?
He's from
Dave?
Alabama.
Okay.
I didn't really meet him.
Mhm.
Stood next to him at Talladega.
Okay.
Yellow Wolf.
Honestly, that's the only person I can think of, or that's the only artist that I can think of that started with a Y, and I don't even know who that is. So explain. Who?
So he's a white rapper
Okay.
from Alabama.
I just remember
he
the
is
name.
he is country as it gets, but yet he is a rapper in the rap game, a white rapper. Loves NASCAR.
Okay.
In one of his videos, he took an old school Cadillac limo and put mud tires on it, and they were on a dirt track rolling around. He loves this. He'll
Okay.
all up in camo with deer horns on cars.
Yeah.
And yet he is a lyricist with the best of them.
All right. I only have one that I can think of. I'm sitting here looking because I'm trying to think of something else.
I have another one.
I have one.
Go ahead.
Young MC. That's all I can think of. Bust a move.
I got another one.
What else?
Yanni.
Yanni, like the pan flute guy?
Yes.
Okay, you like Yanni?
I did. I
Okay.
didn't, but I respect him now. The
Okay.
reason being is, remember me telling you about the time I was in computer class
Mm-hmm.
and we had our instructor was a huge Kenny G fan. Well,
Yeah.
every once in a while, he would throw on his Yanni CD.
Yeah.
And all you would do was just hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize it then like I do now.
Yeah.
But that type of music, the Kenny G and the Yanni type, actually, when you think of it, that was some of my best performance in that type of class setting.
Because it got you in the right frame
It was,
of mind.
yes,
It
you
helped
know,
you focus.
helped me focus and
I
be
get it.
relaxed and think. So I could sit there and I can say, I respect,
Sure.
you know, the Yannis and
Yeah.
I already forgot his name, Kenny G's,
Uh-huh.
because of that.
Right.
And I used to fall asleep to Kenny G every night. I would throw Kenny G on freaking for an hour,
Yeah.
put the timer on.
Okay. I just thought of another artist, and this is an artist I just discovered in 2020. And the reason that I discovered her, reason I even discovered her at all, was Twitter and the Highwomen.
Mm-hmm.
They put out a song, I believe it was Crowded Table. No, it was the Highwomen. They redid the Highwaymen,
Yes.
the song, the
Yep.
Highwaymen, and they made it into the Highwomen. And the song is fantastic. It's a story song. It's amazing. But they included an artist that I had never heard of. And ever since then, she keeps popping up in my news feeds, and she's brilliant. Her name is Yola, Yola.
Never heard of her.
She is an incredible artist. So everybody should go out right now and check out Yola because, yeah, you'll be blown away. She's incredible. She's amazing. All right, we're
Okay.
to Z, man.
We are to Z.
I have two.
I have one,
Okay. You go first.
and you know who I'm going to go with.
I don't.
Zach Brown Band.
Oh, yeah. Okay. If I had thought of that, I would have had three.
That's the only one that
Zach
comes
Brown
to my
Band,
mind.
that's the only comes. Okay.
Yes, because seeing them
Mhm.
at Country Radio Seminar
Right.
in the ballroom
Dude.
with the loud bass thumping, you know,
and they're like a 12-man band.
they sounded just like you would if you popped in a CD or you opened iTunes.
And Zach Brown Band has come a long way since Chicken Fried. And I say that because they're at some point along their journey, they decided they were sick of the bullshit, the
Mhm.
Nashville machine that they were trying to get churned through.
Right.
And so they flipped a switch and they were like, you know what? No, we're going to do it our way.
Mm-hmm.
And I have mad love for Zach Brown Band because if you listen to their latest album, you get everything. You get rock and roll, you get country, you get R&B, you get soul, you get pop. You get a little bit of every genre.
Which one was it?
On
Was it
one
Owl?
album? Yes.
Was that the one? There was one. There was a couple songs that I was like, "This is not you, Zach Brown."
No. It sounds weird, right? But
yeah.
it is him.
I know.
That's
I
the
get what
great
you're
thing
saying.
about him.
I heard
Yeah.
what you said,
Yeah.
but I'm sitting there going,
Remember the song that they did at Country Radio Seminar that blew everybody away?
"Oh yeah,
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody.
yeah,
For crying out loud.
oh yeah,
And they killed it.
killed it,
Yeah.
killed it."
Zach Brown Band.
Yeah,
I love Zach Brown Band.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're phenomenal.
I'd
He's
go see
got
him
an
in concert.
incredible voice.
absolutely.
Yeah. And I love the fact that he's a country band out there with an entire horn section.
Yes, yes, hands
Like,
down.
Bring it. I think that's
Hands
awesome.
down.
That is awesome.
Great concert if you ever have a chance to go
Fantastic. Zeppelin.
see it. Nah.
I realize I should have said them at L. I should have.
So you took off the
I
the
should
lead.
have got the lead out back in L last week, but Zeppelin.
Zeppelin. Yeah.
Or have you ever been a Led Zeppelin fan? You seem young to be a Led Zeppelin fan. I'm thinking because of the way that you grew up, where you grew up, you maybe didn't really get into them.
I didn't get into them until later on in life.
Same.
So there was so much music,
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could say I missed out on.
Yeah.
Until later in life when I was a free spirit on my own.
Right.
No, but I mean seriously,
Yeah.
once I started, and also it happened. You know, once the internet started coming around,
Sure.
and all these music services started coming around, and
Yeah.
started
discovering other things.
Right.
Yeah.
You
That you
know.
wouldn't normally have been exposed to otherwise.
when Columbia House came out with buy 20 CDs and pay 99 cents, and I probably
think I still owe them money.
I probably still owe them money too. So
So I discovered Led Zeppelin when I was 14 years old. My dad was stationed in Maine. We were in Portland, Maine. So I hung out with people who were very into rock music. It's when I discovered like the Scorpions. Ooh, that was another good S. Scorpions and a lot Bad Company. Huge into Bad Company. and Led Zeppelin and Tangerine is such a beautiful song. It's my favorite Led Zeppelin song, Tangerine. And damn it, I just thought of another P. Pink Floyd. I was very into Pink Floyd.
Wasn't a huge Pink fan.
I love me some Pink Floyd. Wish You Were Here. It's a phenomenal song.
You're either a Pink Floyd fan or you're not. And
No, you're absolutely
I was
right.
not.
I have watched people battle over Pink Floyd,
Oh yeah.
which is crazy to me because my dad was very into Pink Floyd. And so he gave me the VHS tape of The Wall to watch with my friends. We got thrown out of 3 different houses while we were in the process of trying to watch The Wall because parents would come in the room and be like, what the hell are you watching? Get out. We did. We got thrown out of 3 different houses before we finally ended up back at my house where I knew my parents would let us watch Pink Floyd, The Wall. So, but Led Zeppelin, man, I used to have, and this is one of the things that still pains me, and one of these days I'm going to replace it. I used to have the entire Led Zeppelin catalog, but I lost it in a breakup. But I have my birth year, 1975, was the year that Physical Graffiti came out. So I have the box set of the 40th anniversary that I got on my 40th birthday. Little fucking dog chewed it.
I was about to
chewed up
say
the corner
it's a little
of it.
it's a little chewed up
It's a
right
little
now.
chewed up, but yeah, she's lucky she's cute. But I have all the albums, all the CDs, and the digital downloads of Physical Graffiti, which is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
There's nobody like Robert Plant, Jimmy Palmer, or I totally said that wrong. You know who I'm talking about. Jimmy Page
Yes.
and Robert Plant. And I mean, there was no drummer like John Bonham.
Oh yeah.
The little bit Jason Bonham is very close second, but in the story of Led Zeppelin, they were weird as fuck. They were into the dark arts and all kinds of crazy stuff, very into Lord of the Rings. And yeah, some crazy shit went on when they were recording their albums.
I just thought another one for you're talking about darkness.
Yeah.
Ozzy. The king of dark.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy that freaking bites a bird
the
head
first
out.
guy that bit a bat.
A bat, bird, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. But I have another Z.
Okay.
And it's a local. And you know her. You love her. Emma Zink.
Oh.
My girl.
Emma
Zink. I
Zink.
held off talking about her at E because I had a couple of other E's, right? I had Enya and I had Emily.
Mm-hmm.
But Emma had to wait till Z because I had to save the best for last.
Oh, listen, Emma, I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening, girl.
I have known this girl since she was, I want to say 16 years old. And the only word I can ever think of to describe her is fearless.
Absolutely.
Fearless.
Absolutely.
Without fear. She will sing anything. She will play anything. This girl has taught herself how to play something like 6 instruments.
And she will command
a room.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've witnessed it.
We've seen it.
Firsthand.
She didn't even get up off her freaking stool.
Nope. She sat there on her stool with her legs crossed,
and a guitar in her lap.
And she brought it down.
She commanded the presence of an unruly crowd. These guys were drunk. They'd been drinking all day. There was
a
roofing convention, which is ironic, don't you think?
It's a little ironic.
It's a little ironic now that I think about it.
Hey,
and
oh my God.
Maybe I'll get to go to the next one. Who knows? But anyway, we're the FGL house in Nashville.
Yes, that's right.
And we crashed this roofing convention.
We almost didn't get in.
After party. They would not let us in until the band came and said they're
Good
with
old
us.
Sam Sherman.
Sam Sherman said they're with us. So we are in this room. And like I said, these guys had been drinking all day.
Oh, yeah.
And they were letting loose. Their convention had just ended, and it was time to go crazy.
They went ham.
They went Nashville wild.
Oh, yeah. But they were all good. Everyone was good. They were just going wild.
They weren't paying attention. You know what I mean? They had their backs to her. They were whooping and hooting and hollering, talking loud, being obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
And then Emma starts singing.
Oh, they definitely shut up then.
And the crowd went quiet. And everybody turned around and everybody paid attention and everybody listened.
You know what song it was, right?
No, I don't remember. Tell me.
My House.
Yeah. Maren Morris? You're talking about My Church.
Or My Church.
My Church, Maren Morris. Yeah. And she...
When she started playing that's when I remember everybody just kind of turned and looked.
They could not believe the noise that was coming out of this girl.
No.
It was, and you look at her and she looks very unassuming, very approachable, very like, hey, let's kick back and have a beer chill,
yeah.
chill kind of
Sure.
girl. But when she opens her mouth and she starts to sing, it's like the world just stops spinning for a few minutes while Emma does her thing.
And then she got the part started when she started singing Backstreet Boys.
The girl can, that's the thing too. She can sing anything. I just, in my Facebook memories today, just popped up a video of her at Colonial Tavern singing the Doobie Brothers, Listen to the Music.
Oh, yeah.
She used to start every set, and this is how obsessed I've been with her for her entire career. She used to start every set with Listen to the Music, which I always thought was a perfect way to start her set. Listen to the music. Hey, guys, listen to me. I'm going to start playing some music for you. And then she would finish with Etta James At Last.
Oh, yeah.
Now, there's so much in between the Doobie Brothers and Etta James, and Emma played it.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't care. She Luke Bryan, Chris Stapleton, Maren Morris,
Yeah.
Adele.
Oh, that Adele song she does. God, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And she'll do Brothers Osborne. She'll literally play anything. She doesn't care if it's a dude. She doesn't care if it's a female song. And then, as if that weren't amazing enough, she writes her own phenomenal music too.
Oh, absolutely.
And she's finally, I'm so excited for her because she's finally got a song out on streaming services right now, Let It Burn, which is a great song. It's fantastic. So go download it. Go download it like immediately.
Shameless plug.
Shame. I have no shame when it comes to Emma's Inc. I have no shame whatsoever. None.
None.
There, we did it. A
Zero.
to Z
Yeah.
in 2 episodes. So if you missed A through L, go back and listen to it. Hit subscribe. You know what? I just thought of something. We actually had a comment on our YouTube channel from our last video, and it was our friend Happy.
Oh, good old Happy.
Yeah, and he had a comment about it. So he was listening to the A through L, and he said Michael Jackson, LL Cool J,
Oh,
which both of us
man.
forgot, and Garth Brooks, my top 3 artists. I could sit with you guys and drink and listen to music. Happy we could sit with you and listen to music anytime.
I mean, Happy, we might just need to make this happen, man.
LL Cool J, though.
LL.
I'm so sorry we missed that.
How
I
could
need
we?
love. I used to know all the words. to I
Mama
Need
gonna
Love.
knock you out.
Yes. So good.
I mean,
I wanted to be an around the way girl so bad.
he's the GOAT. he is the GOAT.
He is the goat.
So
Yeah.
that's old school right there.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
LL Cool J. Good one, Happy.
good one.
Really good.
Very good one.
Dude. Okay, so artist A to Z. What are we going to do next week?
Oh,
He's like, God help me. I don't know.
I don't know.
What's she going to think of next week? Movie stars, A to Z. Let's go. No, I'm just kidding. I won't. I promise.
Ooh, that would be tough.
That would be tough.
That would be really tough.
Maybe we'll save that for later, for maybe another, I don't know. We'll save it for later. Because we're at an hour, 57 minutes and 40 seconds
Wow.
as it stands.
That quick?
Yeah, it goes by fast.
Time flies when you're having fun.
That's right. That's right.
That's what this is all about.
That's right. And you know what we did? I was remiss in mentioning our fabulous sponsor last week.
How dare
I
you?
know. Rude as
Rude.
sorry. I'm so sorry to Julie and all of the folks at Healthy Beginnings Wellness and Aesthetics, our fabulous exclusive Words and Music with Red and Blue sponsors. Love you guys.
Y'all are amazing.
So amazing. Just got our shots in the butt this morning.
Yes, we did.
Go get your MIC injections. Go get your IV therapy. And then ask them about all their other phenomenal services.
Stay healthy in 21.
Wellness and aesthetics.
Yes.
So if you want to get fit, you want to get happy, you want to get thin, you can do that. You want your wrinkles erased, you can do that too.
It's Botox.
Yeah. You having some manly issues or some lady issues, they can help you with that too.
That they can.
That they can. You want more information? Just ask. Make sure you head on over to Healthy Beginnings Wellness and Aesthetics.
That's right.
All right, that's a wrap on episode 8 of the Words and Music podcast. Words and Music with Red and Blue. Talk to you next week.
Later.
Words and music.